Just that he was. She finds out online that Tate was killed and why he was killed. Because of the massacre.
Right.
So
I do believe she finds that out a little later, and then realizes, what is.
right, because
I think at that point she realizes that he's dead.
Well, yeah, because then Billie Dean comes in. Sarah Paulson, yay, the medium. So she comes in.
Yes. Isn't that a cool name for her as a medium?
I love it.
Billie Dean.
Yeah, I love it. She was great.
She just great all the way around.
Oh, yeah. And then so she basically confirms that Tate doesn't even know he's dead.
Yes, he doesn't. That was one of the most chilling things.
Oh, yeah.
And why was he never told?
Yeah, that's kind of.
I don't understand. But
maybe he didn't want to accept the fact.
I firmly believe, but I don't know, something's telling me that he had to know that he knew he was dead. Because of Violet.
Yeah, you would think so. You would think so. But they want to help him pass on, don't they?
I believe so, but when he allowed her to he didn't want her to know for the longest time that she was dead.
Right.
But finally he knew that he had to tell her because she knew that there was something wrong. So then he told her, but then I guess that was when that he said that he was dead too. So maybe she didn't know up until that point.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So now as we're going back over it, because it's been a while since I've seen it, we can remember to ourselves, and we're taking pieces out of it that neither one of us saw.
Right. And then your buddy from, what was his name? Ben's New Patient from, you just told me, and it's out of my head already.
Ben's New Patient.
Yes.
Sally Freeman, Adina Port.
Oh.
She isn't she the one that was in Roanoke?
Oh no, his new patient is what's his face? You just told me his name. Eric something or other. Excuse me.
Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah.
Yes, in this episode, Piggy, he is helping a new patient who is terrified by the legend of a man who slaughters those who repeat a specific mantra into the mirror. Well, we've all heard about Bloody Mary.
Right. Yeah, he's
basically Candyman.
Right. He's basically terrified of urban legends, right?
Apparently. Well, okay. This is a new one on that. Piggy Man.
Yes.
I personally have never heard of the Piggy Man.
Me either.
But I'm sure there are all kinds of urban legends out there that we don't know anything about.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think we've only scratched some of the surface of some of them anyway. So yeah, I agree.
Yes. So he goes throughout this whole, all these sessions with Dr. Ben, and he has them have an experiment in his own home. And do you remember what happened, Denise? Denise?
What?
Do you remember what happened
About what?
when he conducted the experiment in his own home?
No.
When our patient conducted his own
Oh,
experiment in his home
Yes.
on advice of his doctor.
Uh-huh.
Well, why don't you tell us about that?
Let me see. I'm looking at my notes here, seeing what I got. If I could read my own handwriting, it would help.
I have no notes because I can.
Yeah. I want to continue on that. Vivian talks to her ultrasound technician, but because she fainted and quit her job because the baby was the Antichrist. Surprise!
Right.
And then he takes Ben's advice. Derek does. That's his name, Derek. And he repeats the mantra in his bathroom mirror. And he is ironically shot and killed by an armed robber. Wow. And Violet tries to confront Tate, but there's a mob of other ghosts. So he does the mantra in the mirror and is shot and killed by an armed robber.
Yes, he was. So as it turns out, it's not the piggy in the mirror that he has to worry about. It's the real life flesh and blood person with a knife.
Yep, there you go.
So I thought that was a pretty good episode.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, they can hear you.
And it is right here in this episode as well that Violet does find out everything about Tate.
Yes.
But since she sees the news clippings about Tate, and the year of the news clippings, she has to know something is going on. So this is also, again, like you said, that she meets up with our friend, the psychic.
Yeah.
Who explains everything.
Right.
And tells Violet that Violet is the one that has to save him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a pretty big, that's something pretty big to put on such a young girl.
Yeah. You think?
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
So this was a really good episode, especially since we got introduced to Billie Jean.
Oh, yes. Billie Dean. Yes. Miss Sarah. Love her. She's just so good.
And I always thought it was so funny because, she found her on Craigslist.
Yeah.
But
yep.
Yeah. But she's 100% authentic. But I found her on Craigslist.
Yeah.
So, yes. So if anybody out there has any questions for us about anything we're talking about tonight on Murder House, please ask away.
Yes. Or have an opinion. Let us know.
Or, yes, all you're getting is mine and Denise's opinions, and
Yeah.
I know ours are the best, but we want to hear the rest.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
It sounds good. Excuse me. Yes.
Sounds good.
It sounds good. Oh, dear.
Well,
Yep. You're right, though.
I
You're
hope
right.
we speak the truth.
Yep. And now we move on to episode 7, Open House. And this is kind of goes back a little bit, I think. And this is where Constance, Larry, who's in love with Constance, he mercy kills her deformed son, Bo, and he's chained in the attic. Nice place.
But I know we're kind of like splitting hairs there.
Yeah.
But when you say Constance killed her deformed son,
No,
she
Larry.
had him killed.
No, Larry, who's in love with Constance, he mercy kills him. Yeah, because he's
Right.
chained in the attic. He's deformed. Yeah, no, I did not say Constance killed him.
Okay.
Larry did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Because she was afraid he was
heard you
going to.
wrong.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because she was afraid he was going to be taken away from her.
Right. And because he died in the house,
Right.
guess where his spirit went?
Wow, what a surprise. And then, of course, Violet, and Tate,
Yes.
she's like, oh, Tate. He's aware of the ghosts, and if she tells him to leave her, and he is aware of the ghosts and that they will not harm her if she just tells him to leave her alone. Which is,
Right.
yeah. And then,
Which seemed to work,
Yeah.
but I don't know if it's actually because she's telling him to,
or it's Tate.
because he's telling him
Exactly. That's what I think.
to. That's what I believe too.
Yeah, I do. I think it's Tate's doing. And then he shows her a picture of the house in the Montgomerys that were there. And then Vivian learns she's pregnant. Yeah, oh, Vivian, I don't know about you. With
And
twins.
then she
With
finds out
twins.
she's pregnant with twins.
Yes.
It's just interesting.
Yeah.
So how in this day and age, how they would even question the fact that she's pregnant with 2 different children.
Yeah.
But how it's 2 different fathers. What would make him even want to go look?
I don't know. I have no clue.
I mean, kind of weird there.
Yeah, a bit. And they're trying to sell the house, so she's trying to be upfront with the house's past with prospective buyers. How the heck can you do that? Sorry, we have murderous ghosts in here. How much you want to buy it? Hey, I don't think that quite works.
And then the one prospective buyer that comes through, the rich debonair dude that wants to buy it,
Yeah.
but all his real plans for it is to level it to the ground.
Yeah.
And Constance can't have that happen.
Oh, no. No. Not going to happen.
Because then all of her secrets will get out. Everybody that she's murdered over the years.
Yep. Yeah, not going to happen.
There's been quite a lot.
Yes.
So, she ends up taking care of that problem.